And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside the Waterloo Memorial Rec Complex. My name's Christian Simmons, and you're watching coverage of the U13 All-Ontario Championships here in Waterloo. Next up on the to-do list, Game 2, the Kenora Thistles getting set to take on the Ottawa Myers Automotive. If you had a chance to check out the first game here on Perth, big winners here early in game number 1. Ottawa looking to get back in the win column. Yesterday, a big win over North Bay. They'll look to do that again here this morning. Kenora looking for their first win of the round robin, a 4-1 loss yesterday to Toronto as we send it down to ice level. Both of these teams looking for a big win here on day 2. An important game here this morning for both teams. Of course, for Kenora, losing to Toronto yesterday, that 4-1 loss, only 1 goal scored, and it came in that second period. Definitely looking to get in the win column, and for Ottawa, they come into today tied for second with Waterloo. That big win over North Bay yesterday, they scored 4 goals, including a shorthanded marker. They'll look to go 2-0 on the round robin here this morning in game 2. Thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in this morning. We're going to send it down to ice level for the national anthem. National anthems in the books. Game 1 in the books. Day 1 in the books. We turn our attention to day 2 and game 2. Let's get to our starting goaltenders for the Kenora Thistles. Henry Nyberg was brilliant yesterday. He's going to get the morning off. Instead, they'll turn to Easton Botterill. Had a shutout in the HNO branch title-winning game. A massive part of getting them here to the All-Ontario Championships. He was brilliant as the Kenora Thistles won that Northwestern Ontario Championship. And across center for the Ottawa Myers Initiative, Smirk Zaritis will get his first start of the round robin. Yesterday, Wilson Baudouin was also fantastic as we're underway here for game number 2 at Waterloo. Kenora and Ottawa both just 1 game yesterday. They're part of the morning shift, so to speak, this morning. So another game to follow for both of these teams. As Ottawa jumps right out into the offensive zone here. Pressure, but it's taken away. And now to the near side, Braden Nurinsky. Tried to play that one in, but it's turned over. Back come the Ottawa squad. Out front, a chance. Score! How about that start for the Ottawa Myers Automotive? And it's Nash Gibson out front. His first of the round robin. And Ottawa goes up 1 here 39 seconds in. Just a great play at center ice. Nice work from Gianetti. He plays it ahead, and Gibson gives it off. He gets it right back. How about that feed? And right out front on the 2-on-1. Gibson makes no mistake. Ottawa up 1 here early. Couldn't have asked for a better start if you're the Ottawa Myers Automotive squad. Kenora looks to resettle into this hockey game. Just an unfortunate bounce in neutral ice. And Ottawa takes full advantage. First shot, first goal for the black and red. Ottawa in their black and red jerseys. Kenora wearing the white with the black and red trim. First offensive draw for Kenora is won by Ottawa. They'll bring one to the near side. Now here's Aikens. He'll get to center and fire that one in. Strachan back to collect. He gave it away though. Aikens brings it out front. Bouncing puck to the blue ice. And it's picked up there by Jace Richards. Had the only goal yesterday for the Kenora Thistles. Scored it in that second period. An unassisted marker on the power play. Kenora looking to get more of their offense involved here this morning, as that one chipped in by Joseph Taman. Ottawa up the wall. Here's Melandra. Feeds one ahead. Ostapik leaves it there. Leading point man thus far for the Ottawa Myers Automotive. Had 3 points yesterday in that first victory for this squad over North Bay. As out to center now, Laidler. Chips it ahead, had it taken off his stick. Ostapik. He'll leave it for Brett Melandra over the line. Now to the far side. Ostovsky fires one. That one bounces free. A centering feed out front. And that one dropped right into the hands of Laidler. He'll kickstart the Kenora breakout. Out to center, he comes by himself. Stopped up at the Ottawa line. And Ostapik back the other way. Loose puck into the high slot. Scooped up by Little. Over the center line he comes, he'll chip it in. It's going to be a 2-on-1 race into the corner there. Taking for it, Mason Roberts. Tied up there with Braden Little as well. He'll bounce through to the far side. Weston Desgagne. Pressured there. He'll be chipped into neutral ice and fired right back by Kenora. Puck scooped up. Ottawa looking to play it up the near wall. Little blew a tire on the near side. Ottawa looks to clear through neutral ice. Now Beaulieu has it through center. 3-on-2 over the line. Ottawa working to try and seal the gap. A shot handled easily. Clearing attempt to the point, and it bounces over the stick of Asher Dingwall. Now back comes Kenora again. Solid push here over the last couple of minutes. Ottawa with the first goal on the board, just 30 seconds in here to game 2. And Kenora looking to respond. Back come the Myers Automotive. Pass is picked at center. It's pushed ahead. That's Jourdain. He'll fire it into the far corner. Chase in after it. Austin Allard able to take away the angle. He'll chip it up the far wall, but it's stopped there as Joseph Taman gets a stick on it. Allard turning back. Taman still all over him. Nice forecheck here from the Kenora Thistles. 4 minutes in here to game 2. Ottawa with the first marker. Thanks for joining us this morning here on YouTube. A big thank you to our partners for supporting today's event. Special recognition goes out to Milk, a proud partner of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Dairy farmers of Ontario are proud to support young athletes and encourage healthy and active lifestyles. Ottawa Myers Automotive up the wall. It's held in by Sims. He'll fire it in behind the cage. In on the forecheck there, that's Christian Madsen. Al Middleholt gives it back near side. Jace Richards, the captain and the only goal scorer yesterday for these Kenora Thistles. Watched at the point by Cooper Aikens. He'll have to circle back into neutral ice. And he'll take one out to the far side. Gets past New, gets past Allard. Still with it, centering pass. What a stop from Mark Zaritas. His first big test here this morning. Sims, his shot was blocked. It's a foot race. Here comes Zijin Zhang, a breakaway, and he fired it wide. Ottawa Myers with 2 big chances here early. And back and forth we go. Now Jace Richards threw that one out front. It was turned aside by Easton Leperle. And Ottawa able to chip one out to center. That's Zijin Zhang in on that breakaway. Had a goal yesterday and short-handed marker on a breakaway. Looking for his second of the round robin, but he just missed. Here's another chance, Kenora. That one thrown towards Mark Zaritas, and he will hold on for a face-off. Very, very proud To represent all of our sponsors here this morning, this puck stoppage is brought to you by Baron Rings, the official championship ring provider of the U13 AAA, U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Baron Rings proudly celebrates the achievements of athletes by creating lasting symbols of success and excellence. Centering feed, out front, Brett Melandra will chip that one out to center. Asher Dingwall waiting there to fire it right back in Ottawa territory. Ottawa with the first goal. Kenora in control since then. A nice forecheck, but here they come. Centering pass out front, Ostapik, and he couldn't let it go. Pulled that one to the forehand, and puck just bounced over his blade. Owen Ovington fired it into Kenora territory. A quick headman pass, and working in is Little now. He'll step to the outside. Easton LaPearl watching him. A nice poke check in the corner. Now Tamal plays it back. Ottawa in their own territory. They'll feed it to the near side. Brett Melandra, headman feed. Ostapik over the Kenora line. Tries to drop one back. A defensive unit change for Ottawa, and a miscommunication brings that puck back out to center. And in comes Roberts. He'll turn back. Puck bounces over his stick and flipped ahead for Ostapik. Little bit too much sauce on that one. He'll have to head to the bench with the puck drifting into Kenora territory. Headman feed. At center, that one fired back towards Kenora territory. Play is blow dead. 7 minutes in to game 2 on day 2. Thanks for joining us this morning on YouTube. This broadcast brought to you by Fine Design, the official on-site championship apparel provider for the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Be sure to grab your championship gear before it sells out. Kenora back the other way on the offensive attack. Chase Richards on the far side. Plays it down low. Tie up in the corner. Tried to play it up the wall was Maddox Molyneux. Second time's the charm, he'll get it out to the hash marks. Ottawa clears over the line, but back comes Kenora again. Here's Norinsky. Down low, bouncing puck way up into the air on the near side. That one thrown right on goal, and a nice stop from Merck Zaritas. Kenora, couple of chances here midway through this first period. Ottawa that first chance, but it's been all Kenora since. As that one played ahead, now Little. Here's Braden Little, still looking for his first points of the round robin. Bouncing puck and loose at center, and scooped up. Here comes Nash Gibson, a shot. Rebound on the far side, Austin Allard. That puck just bounced away from his blade. Scooped up by Middleholt. Gets some help here from Macy Greaves. She'll play it around to the far side. Cooper Aikens able to chip it down low again, where Tucker Sims is waiting. Played North Star Elite U11 tournament last summer. And a big part of this defensive core for the Kenora Thistles, as Ottawa looking to break out of their own zone. They will. Bouncing puck through neutral ice. May have a break here. New chips it ahead. Zhang a shot. Rebound! They score! Or do they? Puck sat on the goal line. What a stop from Easton Botterill. And he will just keep that one out. How about that from Easton Botterill? Taking a look at the replay here. Great job from Alex New just to push that one on. And Shang throws it out front. A big rebound on the doorstep. And that puck just held out by Easton Botterill. What a stop for that young man. Of course, had that shutout in the Branch title-winning game. This team would not be here if it wasn't for Easton Botterill, and we got a little taste of it right there. 6:23 to go, first period. Ottawa up 1. They'll win the draw. Austin Allard lets one go. It bounces free in the slot. Here's a shot from Alex New, and it's blocked out front. Asher Dingwall in to scoop it up. He'll rim one up the far wall. Allard holds the line. Xijin Zhang has some space in the far corner. He'll cut out front, bouncing puck through the slot, and it'll settle in the near side corner. Kenora looking to clear. Kranick couldn't get it past Aikens. We'll try one more time. This time up for Gianetti. He'll look to hold the line, but it's chipped ahead. Kenora maybe have an odd man rush here. Now Laidler over the line. Had the puck taken away from him. And Cooper Aikens will flip that one in. Ten minutes gone here in the first period. Shots 4-3, Ottawa up 1. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so here on YouTube. Another proud partner, Hockey Hall of Fame. As a proud partner, the Hockey Hall of Fame provides players of the game for all championship games. The Hall, home of this Stanley Cup and hockey at its best. Thank you for your continued support. At the line, puck bounces away from Ostapik. It's played ahead by Strachan. It'll bounce back into that far side corner. Played around to the near side by Ottawa. Roberts first on it for the Thistles. He'll chip it up the wall. Puck gloved down on the near side and played ahead by Richards. It's a foot race. Richards chasing it after it. Dagon Yay out front. The centering pass just bounced over his stick. Now Richards again. Up top to the point. He'll get it back from his D-man. Cycles it down low. Give and go out front. Puck skipped a man. Straight will fire one. Loose in the crease. Puck still out front. And that shot just sent over the goal. How about the last couple of minutes from Kenora? They've been dangerous. Now Roberts' shot. It trickles in on Mark Zaritas, who makes a nice stop. Shots now even at 4 as Kenora has been active here over the last couple of shifts. Ottawa looks to clear, but it's held in again. Strachan plays that one around the goal. On the near side, it's played ahead by Wilson Baudouin. And that one all the way down the ice for an icing call. Face-off will come in Ottawa territory. Kenora still looking for their first goal here this morning. Yesterday, a similar story. They had a difficult time getting on the score sheet, playing that very talented Toronto Marlboros team in a 4-1 loss yesterday afternoon. So now back they come again. It's Little. He'll chip that one in. Chasing in after it was McLean. He'll play it around to the far side. Ottawa with a clean breakout. Through neutral ice they come. Here's a chance. Howell fires a shot. That one stopped. Easton Botterill got a piece. Now back come the Thistles. Over the line. Shot there from Little. That one just wide. Will bounce into the near corner where loose puck is scooped up by Gibson. Will feed one across to the far side. It's fired in there by Quinton McDonald, and Ottawa will get a full change. Headman feed to the near side, and puck bounces out of the reach there of Macy Greaves, and it will come back down the ice. Taking a look there, that's Cooper Aikens of the Ottawa Myers Automotive. Big body up front. Makes some good plays for this Ottawa squad. No points yesterday. Had a couple of looks in the earlier matchup as face-off won by Ottawa. Shot from the point is tipped wide by Zijin Shank. Neal will fire it around the goal, so will Dingwall. Pitching in was Gianetti, and it'll bounce into the hands of Ottawa. Here's a centering pass. Zhang couldn't pull the trigger. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Macy Greaves takes the shot from the far side, and Merck Zaritas gobbles that one up, no problem. Great stop from Merck Zaritas, and he's been tested early and often here in this one. And just a 2-on-1 from center, an opportunity. Macy Greaves over the line, takes a shot. But Zaritas better with the glove. He'll hold on. Here's Jace Richards off the draw, wraparound try. That one no good. Puck comes right back to him though. Richards feeds one across. On the far side, that's Laidler. Turning away from LaPearl. He'll try to center. Puck still loose down in the corner. Let Pearl dig it for Preston Ostapik, the captain of Ottawa, in to help. Delayed penalty coming here against Kenora. It's going to go against Hunter Laidler. The stick caught up in the mix with Preston Ostapik, and Ottawa will go to their first power play of the day. 0 for 3 yesterday in that game against North Bay. Fortunately, not able to capitalize. Lots of great looks, though. Ottawa will go to the power play here, already up 1 as face-off is 1. Here's Zijin Chang. He'll drop one off. Owen Ovington off the wall, feeds one across. Ostapik. He'll switch spots there with Aaron McLean cutting out front. Bouncing puck. Ovington a shot. And a nice save from Easton Botterill. Puck played back up top. Ovington dishes off McLean. Now down the far wall. Here's Ostapik. Leaves one into the hands of Brett Melandra down low. We'll go back to the point. McLean dishes off. Melandra fires. Big rebound out front. What a stop. Botterill comes back out front. And Zijin Chang just missed. Now Ostapik up top again. Leaves one for McLean. A big shot from the point. That went through traffic. And Easton Botterill spotted it well. Minute 10 to go here in the power play. At minute 25 left in the first frame. Ottawa looking to add their second here in the morning on the power play. Kenora's penalty kill 75% yesterday, 6th in the round robin to this point. See if they can keep Ottawa off the score sheet. Yet to score a power play goal here at the All-Ontario Championships in Waterloo. Out comes Austin Allard. He'll dish one ahead for Nash Gibson. Gibson over the line, had his pocket picked. Nice work there from Joseph Taman, and he'll fire the puck down the ice. Back comes Ottawa inside the final minute of the first period as Howell dishes it back. Austin Allard had the puck bounce off his stick, so he'll take a lap out at neutral ice. Allard to the near side, steps over the line, watched there by Roberts. He'll turn back, Gibson for Howell. He'll get it back on the half wall. Tries to throw that one up top to the point. It bounces off the skate of McDonald. An opportunity here for the Thistles to get a change with 15 to go in the power play. Here's Austin Allard. Had an assist yesterday. He'll work over the blue line. Works past his man, throws one out front. It bounced through the crease. And McDonald and Laidler both out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 here. 10 seconds to go in the period. Aikens up the wall for Gibson. Maybe one final rush. No, that puck bounces too far ahead. And that's going to do it. First period in the books. Ottawa up 1 here after 15 minutes. Kenora, lots of chances in that period. Just they ran into a hot goaltender. Merck Saritas was spectacular in that first frame. So was Easton Botterill. Got to give him his flowers. Lots of opportunities for Ottawa as well. Both goaltenders sharp through 15 minutes of play as we'll take a look at some of the highlights. And we got started nice and early. Nash Gibson in on the 2-on-1. Makes no mistake, just 20 seconds into this one, Ottawa goes up 1. And then for the rest of the period, Kenora was pretty well in control for about 5 or 6 minutes offensively. They had plenty of chances, just unable to bury one. Ottawa, of course, with some chances of their own. Shots were relatively even through the first 15 minutes. As the second period is next. But first, Gatorade, the official sports nutrition beverage of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships, fueling athlete hydration and recovery to keep performance at its peak. throughout this championship week here in Waterloo. Second period about to start. 8-5, the shots through that first period. Of course, Kenora still looking for their first victory of the tournament. Ottawa, with a victory yesterday, will look to go 2-0. So that pass intended for Maddox Molyneux at the point will force him to back off. Bounces out to center. Now here's Jace Richards. Nice little move. Richards tries to drag again. Puck bounces right back out to him out front, but he's down on his stomach, unfortunately not able to make a play. And here comes Ottawa again. Lastovsky down the far wall, centering pass out front, and it bounced over the stick of Ostapik. Now Brett Melandra cutting out front, fires his shot. Where's the puck? It's under Easton Botterill, and he'll hold on for a whistle. It's a nice little power move out of the corner here from Brett Melandra as we take a look at the replay here. He just collects the puck on the half wall and all kinds of speed, cuts past Asher Dingwall and throws that one on the goal. Botterill able to make a nice stop. Offensive draw here for Ottawa. Zijin Zhang's unit over the boards for the Myers Automotive squad, and a friendly bounce. Here comes a 2-on-1. It's Roberts on the far side. Delayed offside. He'll work in. Tried to center for Daegyang Ye. Easton LaPearl able to make a nice play. So that one chipped up the firewall. Cooper Aiken will fire it in. Alex New left it there. A centering pass out front. Zijin Zhang stoned on the doorstep. It's Easton Botterill again with a brilliant stop. Take a look here, just lots of work down low. Cooper Aiken scoops up that loose puck right out front for Zhang, and looking low glove. Easton Botterill says no. Face off one Kenora, they'll whip one up the near wall. Nice stretch pass out to center, and here comes Kranick. One-on-one with Gianetti, tries to sidestep him. Puck left in the high slot area. Allard will clear it up the far side. Now Laidler out his pocket picked. Here comes the Ottawa Myers Automotive. Drew Howell couldn't pull the trigger. It was taken away by Strachan, and now Kenora over the line. Here's a shot from Taman. That one blocked by Gianetti. Bouncing puck, Gianetti looking to chip that one up the wall, tied up with Taman on the far side. Bounces ahead for Ottawa, and now on the near side, here's McDonald. Working in, his shot was wide. On the far side, Gibson waiting there for it. He'll chip it down low. Kenora through center, Richards. Blew a tire at center. McDonald will stop it there at the end of a shift. He'll just fire that one in. Near side, Richards. Drops one back, 2.5 minutes gone here in the second period. Nothing doing so far. Couple of nice saves for Easton Botterill as here's another centering pass. Ostrovsky takes a shot, and that one bounce in right on Easton Botterill. Owen Ovington with a good look. But Easton Botterill again. Another great save. Face-off coming here to the left of Botterill. One there by the Thistles. They'll play one around the goal. Quick pass ahead. That's Macy Greaves. Had it taken away from her. Brett Melandra working in. It's going to be an offside, so the puck back outside the blue. Face off, one Ottawa. Up the near side they come. Owen Ovington had the puck bounce off his stick. At center, Molyneux will fire it in. Now Kenora looks to break out. Stop there at the line. Here comes Ostapik. Backdoor feed, Ovington. Puck bounced off his stick. Tried to turn back and feed one off, but Jace Richards able to take it away. Here comes Jace Richards, working into the zone. Tried to fire a shot. The puck just slid off his blade. And Ottawa looks to go the other way. Richards, a dynamic player for this Thistles team. Had the only goal yesterday and really carries the puck well when he's got it. Here's Ostapik. Up top for Maddox Molyneux. He'll let one go. That one blocked by his teammate Ovington out front. Chipped ahead now by Macy Greaves. Back to scoop it up. For Ottawa was McLean. His headband pass is chipped in. Back to collect Asher Dingwall. Drops one off. Now here's Beaulieu. Plays it ahead. Greaves able to chip it in. Easton LaPearl chasing it after it. So is Narinsky. Now Little. Had the puck bounce away from him. Little shovel pass up the wall. And now Zijin Zhang. Chasing in after that puck. He'll look to seal the near side wall. Able to cut the pass. Still with it though. And fighting. So it's Christian Madsen, and he'll force it out to center. Now Alex New. Plays it across. Aikens. He'll push that one right back in. Couple of nice shifts here for Ottawa. Forecheck really starting to come together as Zhang will dump that one down low. New a centering pass. Little able to cut it there, and he'll kickstart the Kenora breakout. Little through center. Tried to cut wide on Aaron McLean. Nice poke check there. Now a loose puck. Little sidesteps Campbell. Still with it. Out front, a backhand try. Nice stop there. He's still with it though. To the point. A one-timer. That one right on. And it was deflected just wide. Up top, puck held in there by Sims. A couple of tests for Merck Zaritas here in the second period. He's been relatively quiet here in the second frame. Ottawa controlling play here in the second period. Puck chipped ahead. LaPearl to the far side for Aiken. He'll flip that one in. Tracking back to collect is Tucker Sims. He'll dish to the near side for Taman. Cross-ice feed is picked off by Howell. Bouncing puck way up into the air and straight. We'll play it ahead where Giannetti will fire it back in. 9 minutes to go, second period. Proud partner of today's festivities, Hockey Hall of Fame, providing players of the game for all championship games. The Hall, home of the Stanley Cup and hockey at its best. It's Kenora will look to break out here. Dagon Ye able to get that puck out to center, and Austin Allard will play it across. Howell. Stretch feed looking for Gibson. It's picked off there by Dagon Ye. And he'll flip it up the wall. Beaulieu. Pressured by Gibson. Tried to play that one ahead, but it's picked off. Ostapik throws one down low for Gibson. A good chance for Ottawa. Fortunately, the pass a little too hot there for Gibson out front. Now Ovington. Played it down low. Kenora able to clear the zone. The puck will come all the way back in Ottawa territory with 8 to go here in period 2. Puck to center, Ostapik. Drops it back. Here comes Brett Melandra. Drop feed, Ostapik sidestepping, dishes off, Ovington a shot, and that one just slides through the blue paint. How about the puck movement there? Ottawa really starting to dish. Here's Allard, slides it down, Ostapik, threw it out front, a weird bounce, it's in the net! Preston Ostapik with a centering feed who goes up into the air. And somehow, someway, that puck ends up in the back of the net. Preston Ostapik with his second of the round robin, and Ottawa is up by 2. Preston Ostapik had 3 points yesterday, the game winner as well. As we look at the replay here, just a weird bounce. One of the weirdest bounces you'll see for sure. And Preston Ostapik, the lucky receiver of the bounce. He'll take that goal for sure for the stat sheet. And Of course, on the scoreboard, Ottawa now leads by 2. Just an unfortunate series of bounces here for the Kenora Thistles. Nothing you can do about that. Just have to move on, play through it. Next shift. Here comes Laidler. Got his pocket picked. Melandra. Chips that one down low. Around the goal he goes. The centering pass for Ovington was tipped. Nice stick work there from Ben Kranick. Cross ice feed. Picked off Ovington. Working in. Ottawa starting to really take control here in the second period. Kenora looking for a response as that one played to the far side. Kranick in after it for Kenora. Thistles with a full change. Almost one too many men on the ice there. Gotta be careful. As Little turns back a 2-on-1. He'll fire a shot and it's stopped. Nice work from Merck Zaritas. Ottawa able to scoop up the loose puck. They'll clear it to center. Straight waiting there. He'll fire it right back in for the Thistles. Here's Macy Greaves on the forecheck. She'll go around the goal. Looks to center up to the point. Straight waiting there. That's Tricon. And then he'll fire it back into the Ottawa zone. Up the near side, Ovington. Dishes it across. Ostapik over the line. Had the second goal here for Ottawa. Had the drop pass picked off, though. Here's Middleholt. Couldn't clear the Kenora zone. A bounce off a skate wheel, and Easton LaPearl will fire it right back into the zone. Far side straight. Looking to clear. Watch there on the far side, and Xijin Zhang able to take one away, and now the puck to the point. Here's a shot coming from McLean. It's blocked. Nice work at the line there from Teddy Middleholt. Kenora clears, but back come Ottawa again. Drop pass. Shot from the point. Xijin Zhang just missed. As it bounces around to the far side, and McLean will give it back. Zhang. Ahead, Easton LaPearl. Gets across the center line, and he'll flip it in. Straight back to collect. He'll flip one to the near side. Joseph Taban with a headman feed, and here's Jourdain off the bench. Unable to corral that loose puck as it bounces free for Ottawa. He'll play it ahead, and numbers up ice for the Myers Automotive. Here's New. Drop pass. Xijin Zhang in the high slot. Gives it off. Aiken. Return pass. What a play. They score. Tic-tac-toe. And a beauty. And it's finished out front. Alex New with his first of the round robin. Ottawa up by 3 with 4:43 to go in the second frame. Take a look at this. A 3-on-2 from center. Alex New dishes one off now to the far side, and look at this pass from Aiken. How about that? Makes the extra pass a beautiful play. And Ottawa capitalizes on a tic-tac-toe play. It's now 3-0. And off the draw, here they come again. Gibson going around the goal, tries to wrap that one around. Madsen will pick up the loose puck and play it to the near side. Austin Allard in on the pinch, forces it back. Kenora desperate for a breakout here as Joseph Taman will sidestep his man. Stopped at the Ottawa line by Allard. On the far side, that one fired back in by Drew Howell. Chasing in after it is Ottawa. Here's McDonald. Watched by Tucker Sims on the far side. Able to win that battle. He'll shovel it down low. Centering feed. Cut by Taman. He'll drop one back for Narinsky. Inside the final 4 minutes here at period number 2. And play is blown dead. Offensive zone draw for offensive zone draw coming here for Kenora. Thistles will win it as they go to the power play here. A huge opportunity for the Thistles. A must-score situation. Down by 3. 3 minutes to go. Got to get on the board here. Straight. Back to the point for Richards. Those two will play catch. Richards, power play goal yesterday. He'll lean into a shot. Rebound out front. What a stop from Merksaritis. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Puck again to the far side. The centering feed cut. Nice work there from Aaron McLean. And he'll clear that puck down the ice. Turnover. Ostapik slides it back. Melandra shot he just missed. Great work there. Ottawa. Dangerous here, even short-handed. Kenora looking to get on the board, and Desgagne over the line. Cutting into the high slot, he'll drop one back. Richards looks to go back for Desgagne. He gave it away. Here comes Ostapik. He'll turn back, gives it off. Melandra out front, short-handed, and he just missed the net, but he's going to draw a penalty. A great play for Preston Ostapik. Able to chip that one ahead. They're going to draw a penalty. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next 42 seconds. And then Ottawa will take over on the power play. Just a great effort there, short-handed. So 4-on-4 here for 39 seconds. And then Ottawa back to the power play. Kenora had a minute 20 on the man advantage. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize as now in comes McLean. It's dropped back. Ovington takes a shot. Stopped there well by Botterill. Loose puck scooped up by Allard. He'll go to the point for Zhang. D-to-D pass. Baudouin. Try to throw that one towards the goal. A nice block for the Thistles, and now Little will lead the charge out to center. Little tied up with Zhishin Zhang. He'll fire it up the near side for Allard. Tap pass, Ovington. Tried to turn back. Taken away there nicely by the Thistles. Kranick will clear it. Now Little with it. Slides it back for Asher Dingwall. Nobody on the near side. He'll flip that one down the ice as we're inside the final 80 seconds. Here in period number 2, Ottawa in control, 3-0 the score. As over the line comes Ostapik. Ostapik still with it. Slides down below the goal line. He'll pick one up front. McLean takes a shot. That one hit the bar. Nice chance for Ottawa. They're still with it. Zhang try to chip that one down low. Joseph Taman makes a nice play at the line to back up Ottawa. And now Ostapik comes back again. Here's Ostapik. Dishes off. Ovington takes the shot. It's blocked. Melandra follows it up with one of his own. Rebound out front. Back out into the crease, and Joseph Taman able to clear it. Ottawa swarming here. 37 to go in the period. Zhang a shot. That one wide of the goal. Picked up on the far side. McLean looking backdoor. Bouncing out front. And it's gobbled up by Easton Botterill. Dangerous chances from Ottawa with 27 left in the second, and Botterill will hold on. But we've seen it all game long. Ottawa just really moving that puck well. Here in the second period, even in the first period, their ability to feed the puck from post to post and really work within that high slot area has been dangerous. And once again, another example of that there. And Easton Botterill able to make a stop. 25 seconds to go here in the second. D-to-D pass. Ottawa scores! What a shot from the point. Aaron McLean lets it go. That's a laser to the top right. Ottawa's up by 4. What a beauty from Aaron McLean right off the faceoff as we take a look at the replay. Easton LaPearl will slide it across, and McLean, a clean snapshot to the top right corner, right where Mama hides the cookies. And for Aaron McLean, his first of the round robin, and Ottawa extends the lead. Little bit of a discussion here with head coach Jeff Richards of the Kenora Thistles. Some confusion as to the goal that needed to be cleared up. A-OK, and we'll get right back to it here. 21 seconds left here in the second period. Kenora looks to get back into this one, as Richards will center that one out front. Bouncing puck sat there. Here's Macy Greaves' shot. It's loose in the blue ice, and it's covered up by Merck Zaritas. Now 8.3 to go here in the second period. Ottawa now up 4. Exactly the same total they had yesterday. Scored 4 goals against North Bay in that big win. Today, of course, a lot more hockey for both of these teams. They'll play now and then later. As a shot right off the faceoff is stopped. Zaritas has it again. You know, taking a look for Kenora, they'll play again tonight against North Bay at 5 p.m. That'll be the last game of the day here at day 2. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube today, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching coverage of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships here from the Waterloo Memorial Recreation Complex, as the second period is now in the books. Great period for the Ottawa Myers Automotive. They continue to be deadly here in this tournament, as we'll take a look at some of the replays here in a moment. But what a period for this Ottawa squad. They continue to show why they're one of the top teams in this tournament. Preston Ostapik, again, just brilliant in that second frame. Had a goal, drew a penalty as well. Ottawa goes to the power play, and guess what? Another Ottawa goal finds the back of the net. It was a beautiful shot from Aaron McLean at the point, his first in the round robin, and all of a sudden it's a 4-0 game here. Ottawa in control. For Kenora, looking to get back to their brand of hockey. Jace Richards had the only goal yesterday in that second period on the power play. Kenora has to find a way to get back on the man advantage, as we'll take a look at some of the replays from that second period. Just a great period for Ottawa. They move the puck so well. They've done all the right things here in this second frame, and we'll look to see more of that in the third.
Got something to call mine. Oh, I need someone to talk to. Right now. Oh, we are on our way. Starting today.
This building, this province, and these fan bases.
Canada's best men's under 18 club teams come to Peterborough this spring for the 2026 TELUS Cup. Who will follow in the footsteps of the greats that have come before? Catch all the action live from April 20th to 26th at the Peterborough Memorial Centre. Tickets are available now at hockeycanada.ca/TELUSCup.
I love hockey. I always have since I was a kid, and the first shift is what got me into playing hockey.
In 2014, Hockey Canada and Bauer set out to create a program that would help introduce hockey to new-to-hockey families across the country. This program is called the First Shift. More than 10 years ago, Tim laced up the skates for the first time ever through a First Shift program in Scarborough.
Back in 2014, my parents first heard about the First Shift program through one of the local community centers. My parents immigrated to Canada several decades ago. They actually didn't know anything about hockey, even when we started. My siblings and I, we would watch it on YouTube, we would listen to the games on the radio, but we didn't really know much about how the game was played. And because of this First Shift program, we actually learned a lot about hockey. Without it, I don't believe that we would have been playing on the ice. Trying on hockey equipment for the first time was a very exciting experience. I'd only seen hockey equipment on the professionals and seen them on the ice, seen clips of them. Putting all the gear on, it was like I was one of them. Something that I remember most about the First Shift, the welcome event, was how overwhelming it was. All the gear, all the people. I really didn't know what was going on, but the fit experts were very professional. They knew what they were doing. They walked us through everything, and just the excitement afterwards is something that really stuck with me. Something that still stands out to me from that first experience is the coaches. Stepping out onto the ice for the first time was very exhilarating. I was a bit nervous, but the coaches, they took care of those nerves right away. And after that, it was just fun. After the First Shift, what kept me involved in hockey was the sanctioned minor program, the Scarborough Ice Raiders. I played with them for several years. First Shift means a lot to me personally. It kind of shaped my life growing up, because without this program, I wouldn't have gotten into hockey. Without hockey, I don't think I would be the kind of person I am. Being able to play on a team, work with teammates, day in, day out, build that sense of community is something that shaped my life throughout.
Having great fit experts is outstanding. They are the heart and soul of this program. Having experts such as Tim convey their love of the game and their expert advice on equipment fitting reassures family and begins their hockey journey in the best possible way.
It feels awesome to give back to the program that started my hockey journey. I'm very grateful to First Shift, and I'm grateful to be back here and be able to be on the other side, give back to other kids, give back to my community. So something that I would say to a family that's considering the First Shift program is that it's absolutely worth it. You're getting a full set of gear and ice time at such an affordable cost. You're also getting memories that your child will be able to carry with them through the rest of your life. It's something that you'll never forget.
I had a really rough year, obviously. It kind of brought some light to what had happened to me. And
you know, it was really perseverance in the face of adversity. Non-hockey related injury, but one of significance.
Getting the news that he had the fractures, and it was a compression fracture, and him not being able to move, and just waiting for the news to see if he needed surgery or if he was going to be able to walk, if it had hit any nerves. It was frightening.
It was hard, but what motivated me was the support I had around me. I felt like I couldn't fail.
With Dominic, he didn't walk away from hockey through his recovery. He continued to participate as best he could. Hockey's taught me you got to do the hard thing, because usually the hard thing is the right thing to do. That perseverance, just pushing yourself through hard things, and it's helped shape the values of my whole personnel overall. Today, everybody's busy. And to see young people like Dominic with the opportunity to set aside time to contribute to community is very important. I want kids to have the same experience I had when I was a kid. I went to nights games when I was younger, and you come home with a mini stick or a puck, and it's like the best thing ever. I think a lot of people bond over hockey and what it's given to them, so I want to give the same to the future youth. Having a scholarship program, it just allows us to recognize some of those individuals that have just taken that to the next level.
And mean, I cried. I was super proud of him being recognized for such an amazing award.
Obviously, I wasn't able to work for about 6 months. It's helped me and my family a lot, just paying for school and it being less of a burden.
It's not about just developing a hockey player. It's about developing good citizens.
So that specific shooting drill that we were working on today is to help give them those extra shooting techniques so that in a game-like situation, they're not just using one or two, they've got multiple ways of being able to shoot the puck. Not only does that make it more difficult for the defenseman to defend, but also for that goaltender to not only track it, but making sure that they're able to square up on the puck as well. So just helps them become more of that lethal player that they're looking for at that elite level.
Out here, we're working on a lot of transitioning, walking the blue line, puck retrievals. Lots of that has to do with being able to take good angles to pucks, good routes to pucks, being able to shoulder check, being able to execute some deception. There's a setup, there's a trap, there's a payoff to every move. So making sure that the players are understanding the process in how to identify danger, identify options, and how to misdirect players under a stressful environment.
So a lot of our focus points here at the Program of Excellence Under 15 is going to be helping the goaltenders a lot with their preparation before the shot. Things like leading with the eyes, scanning the ice before they make their movements, being able to put themselves into the right places at the right times, and ultimately set themselves up for success when the shot comes off the stick. We're also going to be tying in a couple small technical areas where we're talking about a lot of sequencing in their movement, about how the body is supposed to operate from the top of the head down into their skates in order to generate that real strong and effective movement.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Period number 3 is next. Kenora Thistles and the Ottawa Myers Automotive. Second period was a doozy. Ottawa dangerous in that period. Back they come again. Centering feed. Down low, try to play it out front again. Here's McDonald. Around the cage, tried to center. Gibson down to a knee. He couldn't shoot. Allard. In the corner, Gibson. Had the puck taken away from him. Richards will play it up the wall. Waiting there was Allard to hold it in. Now out to center comes Kenora. Macy Greaves. And a couple of looks there in that second period. Kenora looking to get back to the offense. Second period, definitely a tough one. All Ottawa. Here's a chance from Little. That one stopped well by Zaritas. Loose puck at the line. Ovington will fire it in. Sims back to collect. Roberts at center. He'll fire that one in. Playing it around the goal was Ottawa. Bouncing puck loose in the crease. Little spinning to his backhand, just couldn't pull the trigger. And now Ottawa out to center. Ostapik tried to slide it across. Ovington could settle it there, and Kenora will take over. Roberts, centering feed. Here's a chance. Desgagne, he just chipped that one over the goal. And now McLean on the far side. Looking at clear, hit off the stanchion. Weird bounce there as Maddox Molino will feed it across. Stretch pass, Ostapik. Couldn't settle it down, puck bounced over his stick. A big collision at center, and the puck bounces free. Little. On the far side. He'll chip one way up into the air. Brett Melandra able to knock it down. He can't hold on though. Kenora takes over and they'll fire it right back into the zone. Second period, all Ottawa. Shots 19-10 coming into this third period. Ottawa very dangerous all over the ice. And Kenora, a great job defending. Got to give him credit. Easton Botterill also was brilliant in that second period. Made all kinds of big stops. As up to the point, here's a shot from Beaudoin. That one bounces wide. Ostapik will try to center. Bounces free. Joseph Taman plays it to the line. Beaudoin will hold it in. Momentarily, though, as Joseph Taman will skate that puck out to center. Here's Taman. Sidestepping Beaudoin. Nice body positioning there from Beaudoin as he's able to play it to center now. Here's Aikens. Chasing after it. Knocks down the pass from Dingwall. Centering feed, and that one was blocked there out front by Ben Krennic. Now to the near side. Puck played up the wall. Laidler unable to play it ahead. Jace Richards will pull that puck out of the hands of Xi Jinping. Here comes Richards. In. Couple of nice moves. Takes a shot, and that one's stopped. Mergzaritis again. It's been brilliant so far here this morning for Ottawa. Now puck on the near wall. Fired down the ice by Beaudoin. It's going to roll past the goal line, and we'll have an icing here. Four minutes into the third period. Ottawa still up by 4. Thanks for joining us today on YouTube for today's coverage of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Gibson centering pass out front, a chance from Howell. And that one blocked out front. Great sacrifice of the body from Little, as that could have been the 5th and potentially final dagger in the coffin for Ottawa. Now here comes Richards. Back the other way, fires one right into the Ottawa logo of Mergzaritis, and he'll hold on. Great chance at the other end of the ice for Ottawa, though. Just a nice pass. Finds Drew Howell out front, and he rips that one towards the goal. Nice stop from Easton Botterill. Face off in Ottawa territory. Ottawa able to win the draws. McLean shovels one to the near corner. Quick pass ahead. Here's Ostapik. Ostapik, high slot, dishes to the far side. Ovington turning away from Sims on that far wall. Rather, that's Middleholt clearing it out to center. And Brett Melandra at the line will chip one right back in. D-to-D feed. Kenora looking to break out here. A weird bounce is settled down. Melandra takes a shot, and that one blocked up high. Easton Botterill just got a piece of it, and that one up and out of play. Take a look here, just straight in the corner, just chips it up the wall, hits off the stanchion, and settles for Melandra. His shot just stopped. Botterill just got a piece of it. This puck stoppage is brought to you by Baron Rings, the official championship ring provider of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Baron Rings proudly celebrates the achievements of athletes by creating lasting symbols of success and excellence. Kenora still in the road zone here. Ottawa right back to effectively what they built in that second period. The offensive pressure has been overwhelming, and another shot for Beaudoin. Waterloo will hold on. Ottawa doing a great job of sealing their blue line. Defensive core, great job on the pinches, and great puck support in the offensive zone. Ottawa now with possession again off the draw. Puck played to the point. Beaudoin fakes the shot. He'll slide down the wall. Now he'll fire. That one wide. And pitching in on the far side, that's LaPearl. Chips it down the wall. Joseph Taman on it for the Thistles. He gave it away. Aikens out front, could shoot. Skips for Beaudoin. He'll take a shot. That one bouncing off the end wall. And down below the goal line, Aikens is going to take a penalty here. Kenora will go to the power play. Their second opportunity this morning in a must-score situation. 14.3% yesterday. This would be a perfect chance for the Northwestern Ontario Championships winners to get on the board. So far, all Ottawa through the first 36 minutes of this hockey game. 2-minute power play for Kenora as they'll win the draw. Here's Jace Richards. Up to the point for Sims. Sims will give it back. Richards again on it. Watched by Gibson. He'll drop it off. Puck down the wall now. That's Joseph Taman. Tried to slide it across. Cutting the pass right there was Howell. Gets himself in that lane. Another thing that Ottawa has done very well all morning, just taking away those passing lanes, and it's made it difficult for Kenora to find any real high danger scoring opportunities as Richards plays it back to the point. He'll get it back again. Sims down the wall. Near side, Richards. Pressured. He'll dump one off for Sims, who walks down the wall. Approaching the 1 minute remaining mark of the power play as Richards lets one go from distance, and Merkzaritis tracked that one well. 57 seconds left here in the power play. Kenora still looking to get on the board as the second unit will hop over the boards. Face off one, Richards. Little first on it. Richards in to scoop it up. He'll play one back to the point. Beaulieu. Cross ice feed for Dingwall. Near side, Richards. Great puck battle out front. Now Little walks to the high slot. Fakes the shot, still with it. He'll turn back at the far dot. Down low for Richards. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Richards watch there. He'll dish one off. Little. Back down for Richards. Give and go. Little high slot takes a shot. What a block. This puck is still there. Dragging and firing was Little. It sat there in the crease and it's cleared by Jishin Zhang. Just 7 seconds to go in the power play. Now Beaulieu plays one across for Dingwall. He'll go down the wall. Up to his feet, down to the boxes. Aikens. We're going to go back to 5-on-5. Here's Richards. Fakes the shot, dishes off. Little does the same. Give and go try. That one off a skate, and it will bounce out to center where Jishin Zhang takes off. Here comes Zhang. Nice little move into the forehand, and he almost scored. That was close. Had an open top right corner and just couldn't get the shot away. Here's another centering pass. That one thrown towards the goal. Bouncing puck, and it's scooped up and cleared over the Kenora line. Now Ostapik. Back for Ovington. It's taken down there at the line. No call on the play. We'll continue here. 6:25 to go. Third period. Ostapik. Back behind his own cage. Pressured by Taman. He'll look to center. Ben Kranick sitting on the doorstep. Puck never got there. Ottawa through center. McDonald gets around one. Out front centering pass. What a stop. Follow-up try. That one just went wide. Another massive stop from Easton Botterill. Ottawa, quick punch ability through the neutral ice. We've seen it time and time again, and another chance there. Botterill able to keep it out. Out to leave the puck there is Merck Zaritas. And puck fed up the wall. Here's McDonald with it. We'll go cross ice. Brett Melandro over the line now. Drops one back. Ostapik. Has a man out front, centering pass. That one just bounced into the crease area. It was blocked out front. Nice work. Here's another chance. Ostapik into the backhand. He scores! Preston Ostapik, his second goal of the game and his third of the tournament. And a beauty. Just a turnover here. We look at the replay. Nice work at the line. Laidler just could settle it. And Ostapik takes it all the way into the backhand and he buries it. Great work from Preston Ostapik, the captain, leading by example here for Ottawa. 5 minutes to go. 5-0 the score. Ottawa in control. As that puck chipped out to center, McLean tries to play it back. It'll go back down into the Ottawa corner. Middleholtz first on it. Macy Greaves in as well as that puck bounces around the goal. Now McLean. Out to center. Gibson. Caught up at the Ottawa line. Scooped up there by Little. He'll start up ice. Bouncing puck. He had it on a string. Finally turning back are the Thistles. At center straight will fire it into the Ottawa zone. McLean. Up the far side. He'll get to the center line and fire that one in. End of a shift for the Ottawa unit. Now here's Ovington. Back for Baudouin. He'll dish it off at center. Puck fired in. Play is blown dead for an icing call. 4:05 to go here in the third period. This coverage today of U13 All-Ontario Championship Hockey brought to you by HTG Sports Services. As its exclusive accommodation service provider, HTG is committed to providing support services for athletes, teams, and communities right across Ontario. Another offensive draw coming here. Kenora on the face-off. Ottawa able to grab possession as Easton LaPearl will chip one around the goal. Now puck flipped out to center. Owen Ovington lost his footing there at the Kenora line. The Thistles turning back, but stopped up at the Ottawa blue line as Zhizhen Zhang iced the puck. So the face-off will come back in Ottawa territory. 3:45 to go. It's game 2 of day 2 here at the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships in Waterloo at the Memorial Rec Complex. Thank you to all of our viewers tuned in on YouTube. A big shout out to Waterloo Minor Hockey for putting on this event, and of course the Ontario Hockey Federation, as in comes Ostapik. Backdoor pass, first stop is saved, rebound out front, and gobbling it up is Easton Botterill. He got both of them. Massive couple of saves. Couple of chances for Ottawa right on the doorstep, and Easton Botterill continues his impressive morning here for Kenora. Both goaltenders. Henry Nyberg was brilliant yesterday as well. As Kenora continues to get some strong goaltending. Just the offense left to be desired. Yesterday, just one goal through the first 40 minutes or so of this game. No goals yet to speak of, and Merck Zaritas has been a massive part of that. 15 shots faced from the Kenora Thistles. He stopped them all. As Ottawa wins the draw, here's a shot, Giannetti. That one off the toe of Botterill. Ottawa still with possession, though. Ostapik drops it there. Allard able to chip one ahead. Allard still with it. He'll fire that one down low, straight. Tries to chip it up the wall, but Ottawa regains possession. Here's Allard again. Slides it down the wall for Ostapik. To the point, Allard. One more pass for Giannetti on the near side. He'll give it back. Allard again. Down low, Ostapik. Tried to play it out front for Melandra. And it's picked off by the Thistles. They might have a break here. Here comes Jourdain. His pass was over the stick of Narinsky. Settled down by Ottawa. And Ostapik coming through center. Gets caught up in the blue line. How about that performance from Preston Ostapik as we take a look at him there on the bench? Just brilliant so far in this tournament. Drives the bus for this Ottawa team. Dangerous offensively. As we approach the final 120 here from the Waterloo Rec Complex. Ottawa up by 5. Kenora looking to avoid their second loss of the round robin. Here comes Little through center. He'll chip that one in, gets taken down on the far side. McLean tracks back to scoop up the puck. He'll chip it off the wall and it bounces ahead. Here comes Nash Gibson. Has Howell out front. Gibson centers. Howell couldn't shoot. Still sat there. Score! And Drew Howell adds again. It's 6-0 Ottawa. The onslaught continues offensively, and just again another unfortunate bounce for Kenora. Ottawa takes full advantage of the 2-on-1. Gibson with a nice centering pass, and Howell stays with it out front to bury it. 6-0. The score here with 1:43 left. As right off the faceoff, here comes Richards. What a move. Right in on the goaltender, and he couldn't settle the puck down. Jace Richards has had himself one heck of a game here today, though. A very bright future for that young man. It's been impressive to watch him play. And Kenora, the offense as a whole, they've been close. Merck Zaritas standing on his head here today. As that one chipped out to the far side, puck settled down. Richards at the line will chip it ahead. Aiken does the same, and on the far side, Shang will fire it in as we approach the final 60 seconds here. Ottawa, it's going to improve to 2-0 here in the round robin. A big win over North Bay yesterday. They came into this one tied for second with Waterloo after yesterday's games. And they'll add another 2-point performance here. Here's Ovington. Slides one up top, LaPearl into pinch. He'll walk in behind the goal. Centers one out front. That's a tight angle. He put that one right in on Easton Botterill, able to make a nice stop. Now they're centering past Shang. Puck right off the post. A dangerous chance. Ottawa's still threatening here in the dying seconds. There's 14.3 left on the clock. Just taking a look here at this offensive zone pressure. I mean, it's been consistent here this morning, and just a smart play here from Aiken down low. Sees Xijin Zhang cutting towards the goal. He'll slide one out front, and unfortunately Zhang hits that post. He's that close to his second of the round robin. Now Roberts the other way, dishes off for Desgagne. 4 seconds to go, and that'll do it. Ostapik plays one ahead, and that's all she wrote. 6-0 the final. Merck Zaritas with his first shutout, and the only shutout so far in the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships, leads his team to a 6-0 victory. What a performance from this Ottawa team. That's how you take care of business in your second game of the tournament. And who else but Preston Ostapik up front? Had 3 points yesterday, adds another 2 goals here this afternoon. And Mark Zaritas with the massive shutout performance. Ottawa's going to win this one 6-0, improving to 2-0 on the round robin. Across center for Kenora. Obviously some work to do. 4 more days here in Waterloo. Lots of chances to get in the win column as we'll send it down to ice level for our player of the games.
For the home team, Ottawa is number 29.
Mark Zaritas. Mark Zaritas, the player of the game for the Ottawa Myers Automotive. A shutout here this afternoon. The first shutout of the U13 All-Ontario Championships. And as such, Kenora, same story. Easton Botterill, the player of the game for the Thistles. That'll do it for Game 2 coverage here at the Waterloo Rec Complex. We're back in 10 minutes or so for Game 3. The Toronto Marlboros and the Waterloo Wolves are next.